any shelter from this?
What now? All right then.
Let's go!
What is it? Amazing. Fancy it. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh. You're a big help.
Amazing. What is it?
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
No.
Save it!
All right then.
That reminds me.
What now?
Ah, 'tis you. Hail! The truth is, I see. All right. Certainly.
Well,
Surely you jest.
Rotanth?
nice to meet you.
Ah, Absurd.
You! What?
Yes. And? Whoops.
Sorry.
Listen.
I have not the luxury of regret. Very well. Yes.
What is it? Amazing. Fancy a bit.
Hey!
Just the... What in... Amazing.
Yeah. I got it.
Good night.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church had...
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has the giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious... The Sanctus Church has officially recognized the... And so, as His Majesty... This is a historic moment, good citizens.
Anyone?
Even me? If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our... people...
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh?
Me? In charge? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's formed. The top 3 of the lot are...
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand it?
Say you do become popular.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries.
So, literally anyone.
But hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown set.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to...
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed
I can tell from your face there's some bad news, too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that, too, was plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot...
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouched. I will still seek to find him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how—
What the hell was the king thinking?
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination. We appear to be...
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone.
I'll go look for her.
You will? When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own...
Let's go search for her.
Where?
You're kidding.
What now? All right, then. Let's head there right away. All right, then. What now?
Come off it. Wait! Come off it. Come off it. Come off it. Come off it.
Let's go.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Are you having a laugh?
All right then.
Ridiculous.
Whatever.
Hey!
All right then.
Let's go! Yeah?
How to handle this?
Sorry. Hey!
All right then.
What is it?
All right then.
I just can't believe it's true. What is it? Ridiculous. Oh, I'm in it now.
Well then, if
All right,
you say
then.
you'll help.
All right then.
King?
What is it?
Hello there.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever One time he came here to get me. But...
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... It's... the loneliest it's ever been. But if it gets any lonelier...
I'm sorry.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your...
Listen to me, all right? Your father, we were with him, but...
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it.
Even so, we have...
Maria, you're...
Sorry for for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead.
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it.
I wish I could report back.
We cannot lose faith yet.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they...
True enough. I can only wonder...
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria, the prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me... That book? Feels like months ago now that I...
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we... Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fiction. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. That one cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful... Couldn't be further from reality. And this idea of competing for... Perhaps I'm overthinking. Still, I don't know. Besides, does a decision take us Clamars? We're the majority. A problem with no lofty words. Still, I've been so fixated on... Wait, how long...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage, and we call it the Tournament for the... Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster... Official word is, this event's open.
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius's personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating...
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity...
You mean to suggest... Luis possesses a written composition of the curse?
Yes! I'd wager
But that attack took...
We have little choice but to hope it's not.
That reminds me.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity... An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the... But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor?
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he...
That bodes ill. Those with existing...
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk.
Let's enter this tournament for the...
Huh? Hey, were you even listening? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take...
Wait! It sounds... This could be just the excuse we need to get close to... He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to...
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure...
I see.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well...
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand.
Sheesh. So much for
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in a... Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on...
Yes. I got it.
I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a...
What's the...
It's a big, grand race.
So you're going to try and become king?
You have your first advocate.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the
Judging by this specified deadline,
I bet all these fancy...
a carriage might save our chance.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one intern.
You?
I've not heard of any age restrictions.
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya?
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah. Well, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern...
What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left...
Could swear I've seen... Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at...
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us,
some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties...
Hang on! Are you not here for this tournament, then? It's slow, I'm afraid.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible.
This might just be...
That man's an elite. Besides...
Oh, of course.
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly talk.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though.
Don't worry, I know what I'm...
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminals.
We've got more important...
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as...
Ho there! You three must...
Your pardon, gentlemen.
I'm Barden, a guard
A guard captain? This fellow's made...
We can't afford lenience. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you need.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in...
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the...
All right, then.
What in the... No, thank you.
Hey!
Let's focus.
call it.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll?
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you...
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well...
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day.
You need... Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's rest.
Well met, eh?
Fancy it?
Hey! Yeah.
Hello?
Now then.
Don't push yourself too much.
All right, then. What now? What now?
Good night.
come in?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's... Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you...
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa.
Captain.
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it...
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. You needn't worry. I've no intention. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say that, yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung? So it is a fiction written as if a person... In this country, one cannot become even a statesman. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped. In this way, it is the people who are quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging... Oh, I suppose... 'Tis not so. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps my dearest dream... 'tis to save His...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Far away sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Far away sky.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And, if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found you behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for them!
It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Let's see.
Wow!
Oh.
Spectacular!
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a... I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been...
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have fun...
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this. What I want is a little gusto. What do you...
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since...
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes. Where to, ladies? The what?
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation?
That man is Nuris. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite... everything, He was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a Muras? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor.
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not the new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping...
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean... Well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now? You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Muras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this... mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But it...
Look, this runner... 'tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own...
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's...
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now... And now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas his...
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be... I think... maybe. How encouraging. All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her...
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on it.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have...
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same...
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work.
This guy's got no filter. But he has...
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the... Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. Oh, yeah?
All right, then.
Let's see here. And right there's a... Let's see here. Let's see. It's your call. It's your call. And right there's a labyrinth.
This is... Got it. Got it. Got it. All right, then. What now?
I wonder.
What's this? All right, then. What now? All right, then. All right, then. All right, then. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right, then. All right, then. Now, where was I? All right, then.
This?
Hello?
Spectacular.
All right, then.
Let's go.
What now? All right, then. Go.
Speaking of...
Let's see here. And let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. And let's... And there's let's see here. Which, okay.
Sorry.
All right, then. All right, then.
Let's check.
Got it. And then... Got it?
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the...
Your thoughts?
Hey. Now then. Speaking of...
What's that about?
Oh, I see, I see. Then...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
True.
I knew it!
Let's see here.
Well met. All right. If so... I'd say... that's why.
Right.
No.
Well...
Yes. True.
All right.
All right.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Wow.
That's...
Certainly.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hey there!
Huh?
Huh?
However...
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders. As darkness reclaims the wilderness, monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner,
Yeah.
Well met.
Certainly.
I see.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash? Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
My star is rising!
Ah! Sanctism will reign!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, then...
So does a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
I say, hold on! You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not...
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's art.
Okay, then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external...
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? That gauntlet. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished! You dare interfere in my fight! Is it fame you seek? You thought...
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all... Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you...
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
The pow, come forth, royal soul, light!
Witness me,
Justice
brethren!
prevail. Comrades, lend me your strength. I see you!
We've got them right
Know
in their
your
wheelhouse.
place! Peasants! Hack and slash! Let's go! What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Flare! For all that we strive for! Behold, we stand together!
I'm counting on you!
Sanctism is supreme!
What could you hope to achieve? Warrior!
The power. Let's go. You better be sure. Let's set it up. No, this won't work.
Healer! Light!
Still here?
Damn you!
Oh, power of heroes! Perhaps not this. Right there! I yet cling to life.
I would lose nothing by conceding this fight for the sake. Now! Feel the right.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother!
This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign!
Don't underestimate me!
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down! They die hard! Witness me,
Royal soul!
Flare!
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot...
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's...
This is a waste of my time. So...
Phew. Finally, he took the hint.
Hey! Get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just want...
A likely story? Out with it. What's your
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lot? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my...
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just...
You surprised me out there, love. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed...
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening...
Aye, but that's... Oh. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The king... Really? No one else wants to shake her hand?
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy?
Hey, up there!
An airborne gauntlet runner.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How con...
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular...
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the
Glad to see Lady June is safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot.
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious.
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely.
I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of Swordhound.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to...
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my... You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll...
See you, loves.
don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation...
As the chirping birds return to their nests, and the darkness claims its dominion, the gaunt are the sounds from between the trees, just the leaves being caressed by the wind. The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the...
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's...
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just... I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit...
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, that automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that, but somehow, that civilized...
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once... Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my... That old fellow only showed me his find once. But even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas. Something about it utterly captured my...
Wow. You could try getting him to show...
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse... The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his...
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or something.
This one's important.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh.
Isn't that...
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client, Barden, awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. But
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain,
Are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll...
Might well fix the...
Come, everyone.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. What is with that smile? Not you two.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it...
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business.
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Let's see here. Here's where we... Let's see here. Let's see here.
They'll face danger.
Let's...
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this...
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the...
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this together I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a...
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now.
It's been a while.
Exactly.
What now?
Pleasure to see you.
Got a moment? Got a moment? Got a moment?
All right, then. All right, then.
Got a moment?
Yeah.
Right? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out!
Hold on.
Let's hurry.
All right, then.
New people. Hello there.
All right, then. What now? All right, then.
You!
All right, then.
I'm out of ideas.
All right, then.
What were the gods doing?
You there!
Hey!
What were the gods doing?
All right, then. What now? All right, then. All right, then. All right, then.
Just a sec. An elder candidate?
All right, then. What now?
that it...
What'll it be?
Indeed.
Now then. Now then. All right then. Can't be.
What? What?
What'll it be?
Can't be. All right then.
Whoa!
right then. All right then.
Hang on, what if... I see. Oh. But...
Thou. Tis in thy hands now.
Yep.
You!
Hang on, what if... Isn't that... Let's see... Yep.
All right then.
Here we go.
All right then.
That's wrong, though.
All right, then.
Now, how did I...
What now?